What's the best gift you've ever gotten? My daughter was obsessed with horses. Every birthday, every Christmas, she'd beg for riding lessons. We couldn't afford them. I worked double shifts at the diner and weekend cleaning jobs just to pay rent. When she turned 12, I finally scraped together enough for one lesson. Just 1 hour at Meadowbrook Stable. She jumped up and down when I told her, then immediately started researching everything about horses online. The instructor was Mrs. Valdez, this quiet woman who paired my daughter with a gentle brown mare named Clover. I watched through the fence as she taught my girl to brush the horse's coat, how to check her hooves, the proper way to approach. My daughter's face was pure magic. As we loaded up to leave, Mrs. Valdez stopped me. "Your daughter has natural instincts," she said. "Bring her back next Saturday. Clover could use the company." I explained we couldn't afford weekly lessons. Mrs. Valdez waved her hand. "She can help with barn chores. Fair trade." So every Saturday, my daughter mucked stalls, filled water buckets, and learned to read horse behavior. Mrs. Valdez taught her about different breeds, feeding schedules, recognizing illness signs. My daughter memorized every horse's name and personality. 3 months in, I noticed changes. My shy, bookish kid was confident now. She walked taller, spoke up in class, made friends with other kids at the stable. Then everything shifted. I got laid off from the diner. Bills piled up. I told my daughter we couldn't afford gas money for the stable anymore. She didn't complain, but I caught her crying over horse videos on her phone. That broke my heart more than losing my job. 2 weeks later, Mrs. Valdez called. "Where's Kira? Clover keeps looking for her." I explained our situation. Long silence. Then Mrs. Valdez said, "I'll pick her up myself." Every Saturday, Mrs. Valdez drove 20 minutes to get my daughter. Never asked for gas money. Never made us feel like charity cases. One Saturday morning, my daughter called me sobbing from the stable. "Mom, you need to come now. Something's wrong with Clover." I borrowed my neighbor's car and raced over. Found my daughter in Clover's stall, the horse lying on her side, breathing hard. Mrs. Valdez was on the phone with the vet, her face pale. "Severe colic," the vet said when he arrived. "She needs emergency surgery tonight." The estimate was $8,000. Mrs. Valdez's hands shook as she looked at the paperwork. I saw her checking her bank account on her phone, her face falling. "Without surgery, we'll have to put her down tomorrow morning," the vet said quietly. My daughter collapsed against the stall door. This horse had become her whole world, her confidence, her joy, her purpose. That night, I made the craziest decision of my life. I took out a loan against our car, $8,000 we absolutely didn't have. The next morning, I handed Mrs. Valdez the check for Clover's surgery. She stared at it, then at me. "You just lost your job. You can't afford this." My daughter loves that horse, and that horse saved my daughter. Clover survived the surgery, spent 2 weeks recovering, my daughter visiting every day after school, reading to her, brushing her coat, whispering encouragement. But here's the real gift. Mrs. Valdez called me 6 months later. She'd been watching my daughter with all the horses, how the other kids listened to her, trusted her judgment. "I'm 73, she said. "Time to retire. I want to sell you the stable. Kira can run the riding program." I laughed. "We can't buy a stable. We can barely afford groceries. Not asking you to buy it. I'm giving it to you. Your daughter has something special. These horses need her, and other kids need what she can teach them." My daughter now runs riding lessons for kids who can't afford them, just like she once was. She takes payment in barn work, just like Mrs. Valdez did for her.